I don't really think this hat fits. Does it look like I have something up my nose? Is this what I look like with that hat on? I will seriously never wear it again. Good to know. Wow. My skin looks so white if I pull my dark hair in front like this. Maybe I am the vampire I always claim I am. Or if I just cut off my forehead, no one will be able to see how horrible my hair looks at the moment, even though my face goes blank as a sheet. But it's okay, it's okay. If you haven't got a better webcam, you just don't. So yeah, I am making a webcam video. Sorry for that weird intro. Haven't done a face cam for a while, so felt a bit nervous, insecure about it. Quick little cut there as Emma came down and asked if I would be a vampire today as well. I've been kind of a vampire lately because, well, the reason why I'm wearing glasses is because I've had a pretty bad eye thing, and it makes it really hard for me to handle light. And it's a bit so and so. I had it last summer as well. Completely unlucky. It's like Sweden, it's so dark and cold and horrible most time of the year, and then we got this short summer when it's really light and lovely, and yeah, 2 summers in a row I end up having this eye disease, which makes it impossible for me to be out in the sun, which is yeah, so. But yeah, I'm not going to spend all of this video talking about my eye disease. I'm actually going to address some things about the server, which are quite important. Tried to address it before, or actually it has been addressed before in video, but it's been a while now, and I feel that it really needs to be addressed in a video just by its own, because it's quite important. Now, a while ago I decided to quit the service entirely, because this did just not change. It didn't change, and it's quite frustrating for me, because I feel like I am treated like a call center, and I feel that people don't really respect this. I mean, respect the rules we set, not respect the call centers. Oh, anyways. We have some rules and instructions on the server which are pretty clear, and it's also been explained why. And this is something which people still don't care about. And, you know, when it comes to some rules on the server, like don't grief and stuff like that, like, I know that the people who come on and grief, they do it because they think it's fun to grief, and they don't actually care about any of us. So it's not something which makes me frustrated as such. We just do a rollback and we ban them, and that's it. It's not something that I get angry about or frustrated about. It's not, don't really care about it, because we just fix it and we ban them. This other thing though is, like, this is from people who actually care about what we say, and that makes it makes it worse, you know. It really does. And it's like, first of all, it's about the rule that says don't keep on sending staff like questions to come and look at your build and stuff. And this is a rule which almost no one seems to care about, and that is frustrating. That is really frustrating. Almost every time when I'm on the server, I am busy. I'm busy working with stuff which is important for the server, which is, I'm the only one who can do them. No one else can do them. And if these things are not done, then those things will not work and they will be dead. And sometimes when I'm not doing that on the server, maybe I want to have a little break. Maybe I want to build something. Maybe I actually want to have time to produce a video. Something like that. It can be nice to also have some time just to have fun. But it's been really hard to do anything on the server because people keep on asking questions which are clearly said in the rules not to ask. And it's been asked so many times, both on the server, in open chat and in private messages to people, to not do this. But people keep on doing it because people seem to think that they're going to be the exception, and there's no problem if they ask because they seem to think that they're the only person asking, which is never the case. Never the case. Almost every time when I am on the server, it ends up with me logging off, feeling frustrated about this, and feeling quite insulted and like people don't respect me. And if that carries on, I won't be able to be on the server. That's just it, because I can't feel like that all the time. It's not possible. It's not possible. Because I'm, I can't be spending that much time somewhere if I just feel like I'm treated like a call center. I can't. So the issue is this, that whenever I am on the server, right, I get spammed with questions like, come and ask, like, come and look at my build, Frank, can you come and look at my build, Frank, can you come and help with my build, Frank, can you come and give me an opinion about this? Now we have a strict rule saying, don't do this, and that is because I get spammed with it, and I can't do anything on the server because I get spammed by it. And everyone who asks it seem to think that their build is going to be an exception, and that they're an exception as a member. Problem is, it's not just one person that thinks this. There's a lot of people that thinks this. So it ends up with me almost always getting spammed, and the only times I can really be on the server is when it is super empty or if I'm vanished, because that's the only way to avoid this. Everyone I know who's got a YouTube channel and an open server without a whitelist, they spend almost no time on their servers, or when they're on, they're vanished. Just because of this reason, because they can't do anything when they're on. And I don't really want to get to that situation. I actually want to be able to work on the server and spend time on the server without me getting spammed all of the time. Because it's not possible to do anything, and I feel like I'm treated like some kind of servant when people keep on demanding stuff and they don't care. They don't care that we've said no. And it's so weird because, as well, like when people play on servers, like, they're going to have questions about things, and that is completely normal. Even though we got all of the descriptions in the forums and everything, people are still sometimes going to miss something and need to ask a question. Perfectly normal. Nothing wrong with that. But, like, say that there are like 20 to 30 people on, right? And, like, say that there's like 5 in staff on. You don't have to ask me about it. You can ask it in open chat. And then the person who's got time for it can give you an answer. And maybe they will tell you go to the forums and read it. And if they answer that, that means that, yeah, that is probably a good idea if you go to the forums and read it. Not that you keep on saying, nah, I don't feel like it, or because, and a lot of people do that as well, and that's not very nice at all. Because I'm not on the server to be like a receptionist who answer everyone's questions. Like, we have several staff online, and we also have members who are more than happy to help. And sometimes I will answer because I have time to answer, and sometimes someone else will answer because they have time to answer. I try to help out people as much as I can. The bad thing about this, I've noticed, is that people expect me to be the one who always helps out, and that doesn't work. It doesn't work. Not at all. It's a bit of a shame sometimes, I feel, that if you're nice and helpful to people, it doesn't end up with people treating you nicer and with respect. It ends up with people always expecting you to quit everything you're doing and help them out. That's a bit of a shame. I don't think it should be like that, personally. Not at all. And I don't really want to have to handle this by never helping anyone out, or like saying no to people all of the time, because that would suck. It's not funny to have to be the bitch. It's not fun, and I don't want to be that. So that would be good. Well, my thumb really looked huge there. What's the thumb? What's the thumb? Anyways, it would be good if people started actually listening to these rules. And guys, if you if you see someone doing this on the server, like when I said some days ago that I would quit the server because I've just gotten so fed up with this that I couldn't stand it anymore, because I never had time to do anything and people just kept on spamming, and it didn't matter if I told them to go to the forums and post the screenshots. They kept on saying, no, do it now, don't you have time? I said, no, I don't have time, post it in the forums. And then they wait like 10 minutes and then they ask again, and then 10 minutes again goes by. It's like this every time with a lot of people. And yeah, I just got fed up by it because I felt that, okay, so obviously my time does not matter. Especially, like a lot of the time, it's the same people who do this that also keep on asking, when will there be a video next time on your channel? Well, a lot of reasons why there hasn't been a lot of videos is because I've been really frustrated about this, and I haven't had time to do videos because I've just had to sit and just answer these questions all of the time, so I haven't had time to do anything I could record, which kind of sucks. And it's made me feel pretty bad because I really like recording. I think it's really fun. It's nice. So yeah, that's been a shame. So one person actually offered, like one of my friends on the server offered that when he sees people do this, he offered that, you know, he could help out with saying, no, post it in the forums, or, you know, no, this is not something that we do, which was really nice. I said no thank you at the time because I'm kind of like that. And kind of usually I think that, okay, if it's my problem, then I handle it. But actually it is kind of a server related thing. So yeah, I think I'm actually going to start asking people that. And if you see people do this, then, and you know the answer to it, then yeah, go ahead. Not in a rude way, by the way. Don't tell them to like shut up or fuck off or something like that, because I don't want that on the server. I don't want that kind of behavior. If it's avoidable, I think it should be avoided, because yeah, that usually does not help. But just, you know, politely post it in the forums, and if people then are like, hey, I'm asking Frank, not you, then I can step in and say, yeah, post it in the forums. Just like that. I think most people won't start fighting it, but it would be good to get help with this. It really would be. So people start understanding how important this is, because it's really frustrating for me. And if this continues, I'm not going to be able to keep on working with the server. It's not. Server work is not very appreciated a lot of the time, to say the least. It's a lot of demands, and you very rarely get a lot of appreciation for it. But you know, that's kind of okay, as long as people still treat you in an okay way. But when it's just a lot of hard work, which you can't even get finished because people keep on acting like that, and then people start complaining because this work doesn't get finished, then it just ends up being too frustrating, because not even a job is like that. Not even a job is in the way that your colleagues will keep on bothering you about crap which hasn't got anything to do with your job, and then like 5 minutes later they will go up to you and start complaining about you not being finished with something because they were actually the ones stealing your time. Not even a workplace works like this. Or maybe, I mean, of course there's some workplace somewhere with people who actually act like this, but none of the ones I've ever been at, and I've been at a lot of workplaces in my life, so yeah. So it's really important that people start following these rules, and actually if they wonder something, like how about actually checking the forums first and ask in general chat, in open chat. You don't have to direct every question to me. Unless it's a question only I can answer, then of course you direct it to me. Of course, that's completely correct. But like, let's say that there's something about the shop on the server. I don't even manage the shop on the server. Ask it in open chat. You don't need to ask me about that. And the person on staff who actually manage it will probably answer you. And yeah, you know, anything server related, unless you know this is something which Frank specifically handles, then ask me. Then that is perfect. Then that is perfect, and I will gladly help you out as soon as I can, because I still like helping, but I don't like getting spammed with things that I'm not supposed to do. Well, not supposed to do. Let's talk about this a bit more then, about coming and looking at people's builds. This is something I want to do, but I don't always have time, and to be honest, I don't always feel like it. I don't always want to. Sometimes I want to do other things, like I want to focus on a build I'm doing. And that is something people have to understand. I don't always want to as well. Just like you probably don't always want to quit everything you're doing to just go around and look at other people's stuff. You probably play Minecraft much for the same reason I do. You love building, you like making things, you also like hanging out, but you don't want all of your time of making your own things to be, you know, filled up with just looking at what other people did. You probably want to do stuff on your own as well. I do too. And there's a limit to the amount of time in everyone's life. So that's the great thing about the forums, because I check the forums several times a day. Not every day, but yeah, sometimes a few days will go by as well when I just don't feel like it. When I just don't feel like looking at anything. That will happen. But I will look at it. I have looked at every thread ever in the building forum. Every single one of them. I haven't always left feedback, because if it's like a really simple, like first house, no, I haven't always done that. I must be honest about that. But if someone posts something which is obvious that they've done a lot of work on, or if it's something that they're wondering about, like, is this good or can I make it better? Then I will reply. And if you post the coordinates and it's a really great build, I will want to go and check it out, so that's great. However, if you just keep on sending messages about, come and look at my build, come and look at my build, come and look at my build, I will not actually get the impression that you have something that I want to go and look at. I will feel that you are rude, I will feel that you don't respect me, and I won't feel like looking at it at all, to be honest. Because everyone needs to respect one another and respect each other's time. Just like I can't demand you to go and do this and this and that on the server all of the time, you can't demand me to do this either. Some people seem to think that as an admin I don't have my own life. And that's kind of weird. It's really weird actually, because if it was my job to go and do these things, like a paid job and everything, yes, then of course I would have to do it. But this is not the case. So no. And this is something people need to understand, and I really need help with this, and I need people to start respecting this, because if this keeps on, I will just be less and less on the server, and when I am on, I will have to be vanished. And that would be a shame, I think. I really think so. So, guys, try to help me out with this, and I would appreciate it. Try to understand it, and yeah. Now it sounds like I hate all of the time on the server, and I really don't. I really don't. Like when this is not happening, I really like hanging out, and it's nice to talk with people in the chat and everything. When people act nicely, it's really great to be on there, and it's fun, and it's really fun when people build cool stuff and I go around looking at it. I really enjoy all of these things. But lately, like, the bad things have really taken over. So I would like it to be fun again. I would really like it to. So I actually feel like going on there, and I don't feel like logging off the second I come on. So if you guys can help me with that, it would be great. Thank you.